From the Ray Simon Studio at Utica University, this is Utica TV News.
Good evening. I'm Justin Lanyon.
And I'm Remy Jenny.
Coming up, a man was arrested for DUI, plus road work to look out for, and all that and more coming up. Around 10 p.m. on February 8th, a house fire was reported in the town of Forestport. Multiple fire departments responded to the fire, including departments from Oneonta County. On February 9th, it was confirmed that a person had passed in the home after a house fire on a Deer Run road. The victim was an 81-year-old man named Dennis Antle. There is still an ongoing investigation as to what caused the fire and the death of Antle.
A man is facing felony DWI charges after deputies found him unconscious behind the wheel of a car stopped in the middle of State Street early Friday morning. The United County Sheriff's Office said it happened around 2 o'clock in the morning on February 14th. Deputies were called to check on a vehicle blocking the road and found the driver passed out inside. Authorities say 61-year-old Michael D. Stanzik of Coldbrook was taken into custody and charged with felony driving while intoxicated, along with several other traffic offenses. Stanzik was brought to the United County Jail for processing, is being held there until his court appearance.
Drivers around the Mohawk Valley may run into delays this week as road work gets underway. The State Department of Transportation says crews will be busy in several counties, including Montgomery and Hamilton. In Amsterdam, on Road 5S, expect short rolling roadblocks each day while crews blast bedrock for a new Amazon warehouse. Up in Long Lake and Indian Lake, work on routes 28 and 30 will bring lane closures and flaggers directing traffic. Drivers are urged to plan extra time and use caution in all work zones.
New Hartford Senior High School has won the NISFA Section 3 Class A championship for volleyball. New Hartford defeated Rome Free Academy in the championship. The team won the game 3-0. The event was this Saturday on Valentine's Day, and the championship was held in a neutral site in Ilion, New York. It is good to see some local wins throughout the community in United County. Congratulations, New Hartford High School, and good job to the girls on the team with the big win.
Lots of veterans gathered at the Utica Elks on Champlain Avenue for the 3rd annual Thank a Veteran Breakfast. The event provided a free meal to every veteran, while non-veterans paid $10. All the proceeds support the Dwyer Coalition of Military Veterans and Families. This event was a chance for veterans to reconnect, share stories, and spend time with people they haven't seen in years. The event was planned to serve around 300 veterans, but surpassed expectation, feeding about 360 in total.
A fire occurred in a vacant building on Richardson Avenue in Utica Sunday morning at around 10:15 a.m. Utica firefighters battled the fire as they discovered it in the basement and first floor of the building. Firefighters searched the home and found no one present, and there were no reported victims or injuries. It was concluded that the fire started in the basement, and thankfully no victims were involved.
This past weekend, Utica University hosted the regional championship qualifier for the American Mock Trial Association. The event consisted of 26 teams from 17 different universities. The universities come from many different regions, including teams from outside of New York State. The university is honored to have been able to hold such an important event. The team was excited to compete, and the top 6 teams from the event will be moving up the rankings and will be proceeding to AMTA National Championship. Bernie Hyman, the mock trial advisor, was very excited for the opportunity Utica University has had.
The Utica University men's indoor track and field team celebrated senior night in an impressive fashion at their home meet this weekend. Tanner Warren captured first place in the 400 meter with a blazing 48.89. This put him at number 16 in the nation. Forrest Martin moved to number 2 all-time in the 600 meter. Killian Bauer earned the 3rd fastest 3K time in program history. Anthony Leota also delivered a strong performance in the 1,000 meter, finishing 4th all-time in program history.
The women's track team also hosted their senior night this past weekend. Cheyenne Williams stole the spotlight, breaking the school record in the 300 meter with a 40.33, setting a new facility record. Kate Manna also climbed to 2nd all-time in the 800 meters. Allie delivered a 14.19 meter throw in the weight throw ranking 6th in the nation. Both men and women's teams focus on next weekend's meet at St. Lawrence as the team prepares for postseason competition.
The Utica Pioneers men's basketball team came up short on the road, falling 76-65 to the Brockport Golden Eagles. The Golden Eagles jumped out 17-0 before the Pioneers settled in and cut the deficit to 8 by halftime. Dayon Thompson and Ryan McCardle each finished with 18 points, while Jordan Kane added 14. Liam Teague pulled down 11 rebounds, and Keaton Parks added 10 as the Pioneers battled on. Closing the lead to single digits, Brockport answered with key buckets to close it out. Utica moves to 17-7 as they face off against SUNY Poly on the road.
The Lady Pioneers had a tough one on the road Saturday against Brockport, falling 73-64. Vanessa Hall led Utica with 21 points and 12 rebounds, and Natalie Cornell added 10 on the afternoon. The Pioneers played hard, out-rebounding Brockport 45-44, but turnovers and free throws helped the Golden Eagles pull away late. Utica now falls to 7-17 overall and 3-12 in the Empire 8, and they'll be back home Tuesday to take on SUNY Poly at 5:30 for their final regular season contest.
And now it's time for our question of the week, where Utica TV headed into the community to see what you have to say. This week, we asked people what they wish people knew about being a college student. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
Welcome back to Question of the Week. My name is Molado, and today's question is, what is one thing you wish people understood more about being a college student?
That we're broke.
I guess that we're not all lazy.
Time management, to be honest. That was a big thing that I was struggling with as a freshman. It's very important.
I definitely struggled like my first semester between football and I was a PT major at the time. So yeah, definitely better time management skills.
The big learning curve when you come to college is the time management. A lot of people struggle with that. So
I feel like a lot of students try to either prioritize school too much to the point where they kind of sacrifice their personal lives. I feel like that balance is really important.
Learning to be independent and knowing that I can't always do everything with other people.
The amount of studying you have to do.
Specifically for here, I'll tell you this, get a good pair of boots, some nice Carhartts. You're going to need them in this weather. That's all I'm going to say. You're going to need them in this weather.
One thing is definitely I think college isn't as hard as high school teachers make it seem. So if I knew that ahead of time, I would have been less scared, definitely.
And that was this week's Question of the Week. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to follow us on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok at Utica UTV. Like, comment, subscribe.
That's all the time we have today. Thank you for watching, and as always, fear the moose.